Hello, all. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone is well. Hey. I really just wanted to get on. Oh, by the way, my name is Darian Nichelle, aka Nikki J. Um, Hold on. Oh, I can pause it because I'm not on live. Let me pause this. Okay, I'm back. And you can call me Nikki J. And I was, for now, yeah. Um, So as I'm over here creating I just made some caramel. I'm in the kitchen playing around, right? So my mind is just going like it always does, and I'm just reflecting on different kind of things and um listening to some stuff. And I had a moment where I got like really frustrated by something that I heard. And if you are new to my world, which I'm kind of new to this world, my damn self. I am a divine channeler of information, of access with my spiritual team, ancestors, angels, spirit guides, whatever you want to call it, medium. I don't know, it's so much. Just go look up all the clairs and just eeny, meeny, miny, mo shit. But anyway, what I was listening to, what I heard was, well, let me back up a little bit. So, like, back in the day, I often considered becoming like a therapist or doing psychiatry or psychology or things like that. Like, I'm like, okay, I would make a pretty good therapist. Especially seeing how like so many people be like talking to me and just whatever. But it's my interactions in my life. I was like, okay, I know that's something I could do and something that I could do really well. And then I'm always trying to figure out stuff that I can do outside of here. Shit. Like I could just take on the road with me wherever I go because I don't want to end up having to be stuck. But anyway, that's a sidebar because my ass been stuck, feeling like I've been stuck, and there's been so much happening in my physical and spiritual and mental and emotional space. And anywho, and then like even when I was in Madagascar, my hostess, I can say that we at least became at least acquaintances. Like I don't, in my mind, at least, um, we really hit it off. And she is I think she might be a life coach. I don't really understand like really the difference between coaching and therapy and all of that. Like to me, I think this might be similar, but I don't really know. But she's a life coach, pretty successful to me. Um and we talked many times about me becoming a coach, and I was like, I can't really wrap my mind around it. Like what? Like I don't really want to have to like talk to people and guide them and like tell them what to do with their life. I can listen to you and like, I mean, I guess I can give you advice, but not like that. Like I don't really want to be feeling like I'm in charge of like guiding somebody's life to that extent where I be feeling like people be wanting you to do sometimes, like give them all the answers. Like I can listen to you and we can have some dialogue and conversation and I can kind of give you an idea of what I think you saying. Like we can do that work. Like that's what I do. And so, anywho, and I've been in like, well, shit, I've been working since I was young. So real young, like my first job legally, I guess, was through the school program. Um, when I was 14, working with the city of Cleveland, doing park maintenance and empty lots, and weed whacking, mowing the lawns, cleaning out the lots and stuff like that. I've been all kind of customer service jobs. I did over 10 years in bartending. Um, I've been a paraprofessional, which is essentially a teacher assistant for special needs or special education children, mostly for me, depending on what school I was working at the time, because I did bounce around a little bit. It was mostly like kids with on the autism spectrum or Down syndrome or fetal alcohol, like something like that. And normally like really young, elementary. And then like what they elementary? I don't think they were in middle school yet. They might have still been like considered elementary, just higher up as well. And I've been a caregiver for adults with disabilities that live together in like a home and they go in on their rent and stuff like that. I've been I done did all kind of stuff. I've been a caregiver for elderly clients. I done probably wouldn't been in all kind of MLM marketing because like the way my brain work and the way things work, like it's crazy that I wasn't successful because I walk in something and I put some stuff together real quick in my mind, or I can get successful and then like it's always like some shit happen or something. I don't know. But anywho, like I ain't committed to no job, no one thing. I enjoy learning. I'll try some stuff if I want to, and that's it. Like right. And I'm always hearing like these little sayings that like piss me off, and I just be like, why is that the thing? So, real quick, I just feel like if you are a professional or whatever, telling somebody not to go in the past or keep bringing up the past or thinking about the past or whatever, however the saying was that I heard, I was like, that shit sounds stupid to me. Like, what do you mean not bring up the past? Especially for somebody like me. Like, the past is your life. It's the part of your life, right? Like, it's part of the journey. It's past, present, and future time-wise don't really mean nothing. Like, if something come up, it come up. And if you got to go back to something for a lesson, you got to go back. So that whole saying is just, like, stupid. I don't understand it. I think it's very unhelpful. Along with like it's a bunch of stuff that I be thinking is really unhelpful in the psychology or therapy or like human interacting or anything. Like there's a lot of sayings that people say where I just be like, oh my gosh, can we nix that shit from the dang on anybody's vocabulary? Like when people tell people to be strong, like be strong, like what do you think that means to you? Like what do you think it means when you tell somebody to be strong? Yeah, stupid shit. Especially when people say that to me. Oh, I had to tell people a long time ago, like, do not say that to me. I don't find it to be comforting. I don't find it to be telling me that I am strong and you know I'm gonna get through it. Like, I don't be needing people to regurgitate words to me that I already know. Like, most of the time I know I'm gonna get through something because look at all the other crap I done been through, right? Like, I done got through, and even if I don't get through it, hell, I'll be dead or something. Like, I don't care about that part. Hell. Joy comes in the morning. Which morning? Or joy comes in the morning. See, that's why we need to be changing these damn words with the English dictionary, like English words, the whole language. Oh, that one they used to say, God won't give you more than you can bear. Like, that was a huge thing around the Christian church. And I was like, I remember hating that and then talking to a guy one time. And he was like, he verified it for me. Like, what the fuck? Do people think that, like, whatever, that God up there with a scale when he just like, okay, like, here, you can handle this much. Let me pour a little bit. Oh, it tipped over. Well, you'll be all right. Because I was just like, no, and I was like, that's what I be feeling like. I don't want to serve no being like that, like ever. Like, what kind of crap? What kind of no? That ain't motivational. That ain't helpful. That ain't. Um. But then, like, who said I want to? What kind of conversations is being had to say that this is what the hell I want to do, and that no matter how hard you work on some levels, if you just in certain demographics, you just gonna be there unless something break open for your ass. And we be all this hustle culture and all this stuff, and I just be looking around like, Do y'all not know that like we collectively have the power to shut this bitch down? Like, how much energy y'all gonna keep giving them? How much of your life forces you gonna keep taking? How much are we gonna try to make it fit sound good or work good? That if we work harder, if we do this, if we do that, if we just like allowing this whole system to leech on your energy when if rent is going up exponentially and you can't afford it because your salary ain't went up, if everybody just say no, then I just be feeling like some shit just be feeling like in my mind it's common sense. Especially with the stories and the heroes that people have, like you seen results when stuff happen and then understand it like we in just a different place collectively and some stuff just won't happen and just how beneficial is it? Because I feel like when I started looking at my bill and noticed that like I think it was my gas bill or my electric bill, like it had doubled or whatever. Like, I'm like, how did my stuff just double all of a sudden? I'm wondering like if I'm getting charged like the same thing. And then like how many people really know how to read your gas bill and the wattage or like, I mean the how much you putting out, the units and the cost and what you using and all of that to just be like, okay, like most of us don't, right? You just look at it and then you look and you like, okay, something is, wait a minute, like how this happened or all this happened. And then they just like, and when you call, it's just like, oh, well, the rates went up double. Like, no, because this is a charge and then this is another charge. So what is y'all charging me for? Take that one back off. And it's like, oh, well, we switched this and we gotta, so all of that. And then even electricity, like everything just increasing. And of course, like, it just be like, oh my gosh. And a part of me feel like it's karma too, because everything that we go around other countries doing and stuff, like, yeah, I guess it's coming right back to us. I guess like if we over there oppressing their citizens and destroying their stuff, well, boom, guess what? Laying that shit right back over there. Y'all shouldn't be able to eat and breathe either. So I guess I kind of understand some of that. And I just be like, so how do we collectively disengage from the systems? Do we not understand that it's systems? Because as a veteran of the US military, when you just think about all of that stuff, like the way that this country actually treat anybody for real, it is like yeah, no thank you. No, thank you. And then when you have to witness, especially if you've been deployed overseas and you got to witness whatever destruction and have to do some things for your survival over there that you probably didn't imagine that you was going to have to do, be put in some situations, especially because when you start thinking about where they recruiting us from and how they recruiting and all of that stuff, like, yeah, like we the bottom feeders, like we just available for anybody else's sacrifice. We are the sacrificial lambs. When you start reading that book a little different and instead of applying it to situations all the way back there, you start looking at some stuff and be like, oh, and it might make you look at some stories and some situations all the way different, like I've been doing. Because if you don't know, it's been a rebirth of Darian Nichelle, the same identity that them niggas buried all the way back then. I'm back. And I've been marinating on a whole lot of stuff. And I just got to look at this world a whole lot different. And I feel really detached from a lot of stuff. Really angry. Really, really angry. Really disappointed. Really disappointed. Disgusted of just like how this world is just turning. Like how we just turning on the fucking hamster wheel and everybody just like, oh, I can't do nothing different. And then every 4 years want to give me a damn show put on the show, entertainment, because that's all it is for everybody. Because what y'all really think is going to happen? Have y'all already seen some significant changes in your life when it's a different president in the office at that White House? I don't know. I haven't seen nothing that was greatly different in my life, especially being close to the hood where, like, as far as I can remember, we've been having food deserts. Education been crap. Like, we done got the most student loan debt and all that crap. Like, we don't own nothing. Like, it's just, And you telling me about you doing that ain't for me. That ain't got nothing to do for me for real. Like, that's over there. And then the same things that they putting out in front of you all the time. Like every cycle, we gonna talk about the same thing, abortion, and like, get out of my face. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Like, and then I'll be like, okay, so all my gifts, like, they're magnified. All right, ancestors. All right, spiritual team, the stuff that be happening, whatever I'm tapping into, whatever decided they wanted to tap into me and raise me up in this. Like, are y'all saying we gonna burn it down or what? Like, what y'all saying gonna happen? And then we gonna still be here. What we doing? What's the point? What's the purpose? And then even the fact that, like, I got attacked, physically attacked outside my apartment. Like, and the issues and stuff that I've been having with the leasing office, the apart, like, just all the stuff. And I guess if that's just the way life gotta be right now, it just gotta be. If that's just what the year brought, that's just what the year brought. Because I'm aware that earlier in the year of astrology, it said this was gonna be a different year. And like, I'm tapped into some stuff, even if I ain't tapped into it as deep as people think. Because it's a lot of stuff I don't do. Like, whatever my spiritual team bring up into my path is what I delve into, as deep or as surface or whatever they telling me to do. Whatever. I mean, I just flow with the wind. I'm an air sign. I'm the air. So yeah, this whole system, and then the things that I be seeing on, like, okay, so we just do that, or we just do that, and like, there's information out there about that. So if you just take that information and do that, and it's probably way more of us than them. And then, like, if you really want to go dark, because I could do that too. Like, how dark do we want to go? Because, like, y'all got shit and we got shit. And, like, they systems only really count if you decide that they count for you. And I guess it's supposed to be a reason why they don't work for me. Why when the police and stuff got called, and why, I've been going through this system and it's just been so trashy. Like, okay. Maybe I'm supposed to be learning some lessons that I ain't learning, because I feel like fuck this system like I did yesterday, and I felt like it last year and the year before, and definitely in races. Although if you really think about it from my studies, like, black people really can't be racist. We can be prejudiced, and I don't really gotta be in your stuff. Like, if you against me, I don't gotta be over there at all. Like, for what? And really feeling like we need to know all of our heritage, all of our information, and all of it. And the blacker it is, the blacker it is. Like, and feeling like some stuff I don't even care if other people lose their information, lose their identity. Nigga, if it was good for me, it was good for you. If it was good for my kids, it was good for you. Like, what? So I don't really understand the balance of this scale that we working on and be tapping into, because that shit is never ending. And when I look around and listen to people, and I'm just like, and I hear certain words like happy and stuff, I'm like, I guess you gotta have happy moments. What does happy really mean? Like, when you think about happy, like, how does that feel for you? Because I don't feel a lot of moments of happiness, not now, and not when I was operating completely up here as Nikki J. And yeah, I mean, I've had, as a young person, I definitely had, like, more moments of happiness. So I'm trying to, at this moment, I'm like, damn, what if I stop really experiencing happiness? Like, and the more words I learn, and the more ways I see things attributed to those words and the energy, I'll be like, no, dump that. Like, dump that. I need to find a whole new word. I'm going to learn some different languages. It's really hard for me to speak certain languages, except for, like, when I go abroad. And even then, like, based off the little bit of time I'm there, I think I'll be doing pretty good. I don't be all the way fluent, but this country do not make me proud to be an American citizen at all. Like, at all. In the way that we as the citizens are kind of like, it feel like in so many ways we are forced to contribute to a machine that just won't shut off and won't stop. And it feel like the more that people come up with solutions, it kind of contributes to the same machine that's differently. Like, And I'm like, what kind of world are we really trying to leave our kids? Like, how can you really leave a legacy across the board that's really fair for everybody? And like your idea of lazy or your idea of hard work and your idea of a lot of stuff is just unnecessary and outdated to me, because when you look at some other cultures, they kids get to be lazy. They kids get to not work hard, not the way that we think of hard work. Like, so why would I not want to create an existence for my kid? And even if my kid's friends look like them and may just be in a different financial category or currency category or whatever, like, it's not leaving them completely messed up either. Like, I just feel like so much selfishness sometimes, and not enough people can see the visions of the visionaries. You just see where everybody got their hand in the damn jar. And as a giver, as a healer, as a visionary, most of the time you just looking straight ahead, and whatever you giving off, a lot of times just like, all right, because I'm gonna get it back, like whatever. Sometimes you don't even notice it until you notice it. And then wondering what's acceptable. Like, I don't want none of my people to have to bend their back over working hard, especially not doing nothing that they want to do, man or woman. Why should we have to? Why should my brother have been expected to do anything that he ain't want to do simply because he was a man? No, hell, if he decided that he wanted to get married and have a wife, just like one of my girls said back in the day about her son, like, I'm not teaching him how to be a husband. I'm gonna give him the space to be himself. I'm gonna try to give him the tools to be the best him that he want to do. Let him figure out what he want to do, how he want to do it. And in that, try to make sure that he develops into a quality human being, a quality person. That is gonna automatically include being a quality boy, a quality man, a quality husband, because in the true sense of the word, like when I think about partnership, like, you kind of pull up beside each other and you figure out, like, and you just do life, and however that feels authentically in that moment, you do life together, individually, collectively. And then if it comes a time where like that should be way harder and way more complex than it should, then maybe you can take a break away. And if y'all come back and y'all souls align and y'all journeys align again, then okay. And so many times stuff feel like it don't work because people trying to hold on to stuff that should have been dead end a long time ago. Like, why you gotta stay over there? I'm talking to myself too. Although I will drop some stuff, and when it should, if something pull back on my attention, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? What's up? Can I come see you? You feel like taking me out this time? No? Oh, okay. You feel like taking a trip with me yet? Did that cross your mind yet? No? Oh, okay. We feel like going out in public yet? No? I'm cool with this too, so okay. Like, and it'll work until it don't. That be my saying. Like, it's work until it don't. I got a bunch of, like, I might have some high hopes and some expectations and some desires, and whatever the reason is, like, my ass was pulled right over here. And sometimes, I mean, don't get me wrong, I am an initiator. I will be like, oh, I clock you. I see what I see over there. Let me go ahead and shoot my shot. Like, I will do that. And also, like, when you come up in here and you like, hey, I saw you over there, and I'm like, all right, well, what you gonna do with that? And then even the way that we gauge certain things and stuff, like, so many things be seeming so pointless to me. And at the end of the day, it contributes to the very things that we say that we want to be out of. Like, I just be feeling like So if that ain't working for none of them, and if I'm just, just in my journey coming along, so many people that have had some different experiences, then why we gonna keep doing this? Like, why are we collectively deciding that we still gonna try this just with a different person? Like, have you tried to shake any of that crap? Like, have you tried to fast and detox from any of that? Any of that? Because once you start detoxing from the food by fasting and changing your diet, once you start detoxing from music and move and entertainment and even you, because like it's been times in the past where I've have fasted from just speaking, like, which I guess could be easy for me because I've been spending so much time alone for so many years. Because a lot of times when I do reach out to somebody, like they don't really want to be bothered for whatever reason, and then it'd be like, okay, like, oh damn, that hurt my feelings, and oh, am I gonna cry about it? I might cry about it right now, and then eventually, like, I ain't gonna cry about it no more, and then eventually it's just like, okay, well, this is where it at. This is what it is. And all right, like, and it don't never have to really be no hard feelings outside the initial stage when it's hard feelings. You just kind of adapt. Like, this is the new, this is what it is. This is the dynamic, and appreciate everybody and everything instead of like, I don't know, I really don't like the thought of putting people in boxes, and I think that's what the titles do. Like, everybody be so quick to like, I want a husband, I want a wife, I want to be married, and I want to be married to you. So you are going to do like everything you do no matter what, because I've now decided that like this is safe enough or this is viable enough where you can like become attached to me and connected to me for hopefully ever. And so a lot of things that you do, I'm going to let slide, even if I wouldn't before, just because the idea of going back out there and dating and connecting with somebody else and essentially going through another heartbreak is like, no, or whatever. But then essentially, like, however it is, you end up probably going through some heartbreak and some stuff just don't work. And then, ugh, I don't know, man. That's just been my mentality, because as quick as I get into something and get some knowledge about something or experience something, then just as quick, because I'll be like, oh, okay, well, that's a no deal. That's a no thank you. That's whatever. Like, I know exactly what I want. I know the energy of it. I know I got a idea, and there's been some things over the years where I purposefully talking to my spiritual team, and I'm just like, all right, like, these are the things that I want. This is what I see. This is what I'm asking for. And also, that's from right here, based upon my experience, based off everything I see, based everything that I like. And so I need you to go ahead and fill in the blanks and elevate me to whatever level, to my highest capacity, like, for whatever I can't see and everything else. And allow me to be good. And so that was my thing, because it wasn't really about I don't really have to see a person in a spot, because I grew up in a Christian church. I know what that do. I know where that teaching came from, that brainwashing, that toxic crap came from, that thought mentality. Like, and so I'm just like, shed, throw away, discard, return to sender. No, thank you. No, thank you. Because when I was like, oh, I really need to be married when I was younger, like, oh, I got to be married to do this and do that, or it was put in like, that's where the value's supposed to be at, me being attached to a man in this dynamic. Not really the expectations of what he's supposed to be or what he's supposed to do. Just like, oh, you need to have a husband. Okay, so I'm dating you and I need to have a husband, so like, you gonna be my husband. Like, I've been in that too, to be able to get out of that, to be like, nah, I can actually do a lot of this on my own. I want some companionship. I definitely want to be taken care of. I don't want to have to work. I want to be able to get to a place where I can breathe, wake up, breathe, and move and flow, and my life freaking flows. Like, I don't want to be having to do anything. That's just the reality. I've been doing a whole lot of stuff all my life. from the moment these niggas decided that I needed to breathe in this realm. And I'm just sitting over here trying to figure out who the hell I can sue for that shit. For a whole lot of stuff. I got so many lawsuits in my head right now. I'm just trying to figure out exactly where to go, where to start, what to do with it. Because I'm like, all that money belongs to me. All, not even the, like, I need all the diverse portfolio. That's supposed to be mine. And all of that shit back there, especially for anybody that hurt, harmed, and put me in danger on purpose or did any of that. Yeah, I need any of that they think that they get in their inheritance is supposed to be added to my account as well. Like, leave everybody, for I don't care. I don't really care about none of all of that. Like, I had to live it. This was my life. I had to live it. And I felt like I was very considerate and been very considerate how other people have had to live life, and very, very, very forgiving, I guess, because that's why we had to get up out of that real quick. Hey, girl, up there, you keep talking. We're not forgive. We don't forgive nobody. Put that out there. We do not forgive nobody. I'm gonna have to come back up there. I'm gonna get all my shit back. Like, I don't forgive nobody. That's me. They know that when they come across somebody. No, it's not forgiving. And whatever I may have forgot because of all the blows taken to the head and for all the trauma and all the stuff, like, it'll come back up whenever it needs to, I guess. And at some point, it's gonna be a storm up in here. I don't care what side of the world, I don't care what side of the realm you in. This one, the undead, the dead, the living, like, no. So the way my ancestors and my spiritual team been flowing through everything, like all kind of messages, all kind of channels, all kind of information, like, I'm like, oh, y'all had a lot to say somewhere. I can't keep up with all this information. And sometimes I guess y'all just using me to pass information through. And then I'm just like, well, okay, well, y'all owe me too then. Like, where's my money? Like, and how can I figure out exactly who doing what? Because I got the messages that people been using stuff against me, and people been tapping into my energy where they ain't have to, or whatever it may mean on different levels. Because one thing about being a being, especially a God being, and anything else that you choose that you want to be, whatever you are, like, we all got different perspectives. We all tapped into stuff differently. So where the way my mind works is totally different than the way somebody else's mind works. So when I get information, of course, it's going to be totally different. Simply because my mind is different. Simply because I sift through information different. I process things different. I'm tapped into different things. And I guess if you got a more mathematical or scientific mind, and that's that. And I guess I can tap into those spaces too as well as I can. So I just think that a lot of things that we do in this world, in this realm, with ourselves, with each other, how we just allow all of ourselves to just be so enslaved to this system, all types of systems. Like, can we extract at least one of, like, can we attack each system differently? Can, like, a group of us disengage from that system, then a group of us disengage over here? Or can we all attack that one? And can we attack that one? Like, so much of the population attack that system, and then so much of the population attack that system, and we can hit all their asses at the same time if that's what it worked. But people don't have that heart no more. And I get it, because we got a lot of privileges.